So oxygen concentrators, everybody's talking about it, trying to get their hands on it, but even when you do, there is a particular way in which you should be using it. So I thought we'll do a quick demo for you to understand this in greater detail. So what I have over here is a very typical oxygen concentrator with a capacity of 5 liters. Now I have elderly people at home who've been using this for a while, so I'm just using this one for a demo. What you need will entirely depend on what patient, which category of patient it is, and so let your doctor decide really which concentrator you need. Now a few basics to look at once you have one. I've plugged it in, and then there are two key things, there are two filters that will come. If you're unboxing a new one, it will come with a set of filters. I've recently replaced this one, so it's absolutely clean. There is one over here. There's one over here as well. And then there is this bottle that needs to be filled with water. It has a maximum marker written on it. Ensure that you're not going above that because it needs a bit of bubbling. When I put it on, you'll know what I'm saying. So let's put it on now. Power button on. On the LCD over here, press it in. It's showing me the flow, it's showing me time if I want to fix one. Let's try it on maximum capacity. So 5 liters a minute. Now the minute I put this on, you see the bubbling over here has begun. That means it's now functioning. Then comes in place the all important cannula. You got to attach it to the bottle outlet over here and attach it nicely. Otherwise, it won't, the flow will not happen. Also, the cap has to be jam-packed so that there's no air flowing out of it. Now, what I have over here is a mask. A lot of times, these oxygen concentrators come with a nasal cannula, which can be used as well. Put this in. Fit it properly. That's absolutely crucial. Because the thing is that you should be breathing in air only coming out of the concentrator, so there should be no outside interference of it. Now, why am I saying this is important? Because let's understand the mechanism really of oxygen concentrator. This machine essentially is drawing in oxygen already present in the air, squeezing it literally, purifying it further, humidifying it, and then giving it to you. So on an average, the room like this would have about 21% of oxygen. This machine sucks it in, purifies it, concentrates it, it goes to the humidifier and you have it. So the thing here to remember is that if you're using this for long hours, ensure that your room is nicely ventilated. There's constant flow of air. So your doors and windows need to be opened now and then. Also, the other thing to remember here is if you're using it on a patient of COVID who is seeing extreme fluctuations, if your oxygen levels, your oxygen concentration levels on your oximeter, if they drop below 94, a lot of these concentrators also cannot help. That's the time when you need to go to the hospital. So, and during the time you're waiting for the ambulance to come in, waiting to get a bed, etc., which is the reality for a lot of us here in the country at the moment, ensure that you do this along with proning. We've done a video for that separately as well. So if you sort of do sideways proning with an oxygen concentrator connected to you, that's when you really get the maximum output from a machine like this. Also remember, these are the times when there are a lot of fake products out in the market. Do not fall prey to them. There is an OPI level that needs to be checked. I'll do an explainer telling you that. There are several other markers in a concentrator that you must keep in mind before falling prey to any of the fake products that are being imported from all over the world. So take an informed decision and stay safe.